Hello everyone, welcome back to another video. Today we are reviewing this Transformer. If you know who this is, then, well, you're cool. Well, you're kind of just a normal person. It's not hard to know who this guy is. Like, seriously. It's Optimus Prime. And this is the Studio Series 86 Optimus Prime. And I'm going to be reviewing him today, transforming him on camera and looking at articulation, probably look at the trailer, kind of just leaking the entire toy right now, but anyway, I'm going to review everything about this, and let's get straight into it. So here's the figure. He has a great paint job, although the color matching in some places isn't great. You can't see it in the robot mode, but when we get into the vehicle form, you will see that a lot. We'll go through accessories first. He has an opening chest, if I can get it open. He has an opening chest with a little chamber that I really like, and he comes with a removable matrix. And yeah, we'll slot that back in there. And he does have a little bit of back kibble, but it is very neat and organized. It really does look like it's kind of from the show, especially from this front angle. It really does look like it's from the show. We'll have a look at the head sculpt. Yeah, pretty good. It's a bit blurry on camera, but he has okay, let's go through the articulation now. And he has articulated little earpieces. I don't know if you can see that very well, but you'll see it better in the transformation. He has full 360 at the shoulder. He can go out that far, in that far, and it's kind of got butterfly joints. Not forward though, only backwards. At the elbow he has up to there, 90-degree angle. Pretty standard. Then it can also go back, which is just for transformation, but yeah, it's pretty cool. And then he has wrist swivel. You can't really see that, but you can just see it in the bottom right corner. He has articulated fingers, so he has the 3 that are all conjoined, and then he has the 1 finger that is more articulated than the rest. And the smokestacks move, but they can tab in if you don't want them to move around. He has waist swivel right here. His like these things can move up and down, and then his leg can go forward that far and back that far. His knee can go past 90 degrees. It can go that far. And then he does kind of have a toe joint. And then ankle pivot all the way out. And then that's about it for the articulation, except the head that I forgot, and swivels the whole 360, can look up that far, can look down that far, and that's basically the entire articulation. Let's get on to the next. Accessories are a huge part of Transformers, so it's only fair that this Commander class Optimus Prime gets a whole trailer. We'll go through the exterior first, and then we'll work our way inside. So at the bottom, we have these stands that you can pull out. You flip that around, and then there, you have yourself a neat little stand. And if that's too complicated, you can also flip down this one, which is also just for extra support. Once you flip all of these down, that's basically everything about the exterior. It connects there, and let's get on to some stuff that's inside. So we're going to start with the other stuff, and then we'll get into the main trailer, but first of all, you can do this, which sometimes gets a little bit stuck, but and then that pops open like that. You can lift that down and you can let the things roll out. And you have this like blast effect, pegs onto his feet, I'm pretty sure. And then you have this one, also these two also peg onto the feet, and then this one also pegs onto the feet. And then we have these two, which are gun blast effects, where they pew 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 pew. And yeah, that's basically everything for this little bottom compartment. You just load all that back in, make sure nothing's gonna get like broken in the process, and then you close it up. And then for the main event, you have the trailer. You flip this down, and then we have a big old trailer. I'll flip the stands down so it's a little bit higher. And there we have a gun, the Ion Blaster to be specific. Pretty good metallic paint job. And then we have the Energon axe, which we haven't seen in a while. I'm pretty sure it was an Earthrise figure remake. That was the last time we saw it. And then we have the roller, which also hasn't been seen in a very long time. I don't know when this was last in a Transformer set, but I know it wasn't very closely. And then we have this little robot that we've seen heaps of times, but it actually has room for, like, I'm pretty sure it's called a Micromaster. And then it has this like grabber thingamajig here, and then it has this like satellite dish. Yeah, and that's basically all for the accessories. And let's move on to the transformation. Okay, so I'm actually going to show you how to transform this Optimus Prime. So first of all, you want to grab both of the arms, and there's this little bit, you should see a crease, and you just open it up like that. Make sure the hand is curled into a ball, just like this. Flip it in, close that up, and then repeat for the other side. And then close those up and rotate the back to the front, and then flip them up like that. Okay, for the next bit, if it's a first time thing and this is your first time transforming it, this bit here will be a little bit stiff, but sometimes you just have to use a knife and get it under there until, like, I still struggle, and I've had it for, 2 days now, and I play with this a lot. Yep, so just on the other side again, and once you have that, flip these panels up, which you should actually do before, and then once you've done that, you're going to untab this entire back piece, and then you're going to want to swivel this bit to the front, and then swivel the waist around to follow. And if anything gets stuck, just move it around, but it should be clean moving through. And then you want to spin it to the back again. You want to grab the head, which I'll actually bring it to the front again. You want to move them forward a little bit, just like that, nearly lined up with the front ones. And then you want to pull back, just like so. And then you want to see how it's not all the way in. You want to push on the back to get it to go in, and then you just want to move this. It's double jointed, so now you've got that, and then move to the back. You're going to want to push that up, and then you bring this around, and then you bring these little bits up, which are on 2 joints, double jointed, and then you've got that back bit kind of figured out. Once you've done all of that, you want to come to the front here with all the grill and stuff. You want to flip this out, you want to flip that out, and then do it for the other side, and then with this waist bit, you're going to want to just like do that. And now for the arms, you're going to want to push it back, slide the arms like that into there. Make sure these things are down before you do any of this. And then just tug the arm in there closely, but there should be a tab in there that it doesn't really matter if you tab it in or not, but up at the top there's a tab that needs to be tabbed in. I'll show you where that other one is, it's in there somewhere. And then just repeat for the other side. Okay, and once you've got all that, because that's loose, just flip it down. And then you want to move to this grill bit, and then you want to get underneath, push that out, so it's like that. Then flip this little bit out here. And then straighten it out. Yeah, just like that. You just have to wiggle it around a little bit, and then bring these side bits up that we unfolded earlier. It may take some adjusting. Actually, before you do that, you're going to want to come down here and flatten this double jointed bit out and tab it into these little tabs near the wheels, on the wheel rims. And once you tab that on, you want to come to this again. Make sure everything's flat. Make sure the arm thing is all the way cozy in there, just there somewhere. And then you can finally lift this panel up. And now you're going to want to just repeat for the other side. And once you've tabbed all of that in, we can finally move on to the legs. So at the legs, you'll see these little bits in there, in like the foot. You're going to want to pull them out. So one of them will be like that, and then one of them will be hollow. So you're going to want to have them out. And then you want to flip up the toes, flip down the heels, and then you've basically got that part done. Now we want to come to the front of the legs, where you're going to grab onto this side, the outside, and then you want to flip them up. Now bring them around, and there. They should be in there, and then you connect all that together. Then there's these bits, you're going to want to slide out, turn around, and this is where the colour matching isn't so great, but it shouldn't really matter. Unless you're someone that really does care about how the figure looks more than how it plays. And then just repeat for the next side. And then once you've got both of those tabbed in, you can bring these big bits up. And then there's a little tab on the back here that you want to tab this bit into. That will hold them together. And then just do that for the other side, and you've got that. Now with these wheels, you're going to want to flip it out. Flip it out just like that. And then straighten out these bits, and then there you go. You've got the Optimus Prime truck from the original series that everyone knows and loves. Now, once we've done that, I'm gonna get it into some poses.